Learning to game is like learning a brand new language, or like driving the car for the first time. It's not reflex or something you're born with. Most games nowadays start off assuming you have certain level of proficiency in gaming, without explaining a lot of the control mechanism. For an experienced gamer, one of the first things they do when they start any game, they figure out the basic controls of the game, like how to jump, run, pull up the map, etc. I spent the first few weeks of playing Animal Crossing without knowing I can press the B button to run around my island. I was casually scrolling along everywhere I go, not a bad thing for a relaxing gaming session. But I really wish I knew I could run around early on so that I could complete my daily tasks faster. Especially those days when I had no time and was rushing through to get my daily items. I tried my hand at side-scrolling 2D Super Mario World that came with my Nintendo Switch Online subscription, and I could not make most of the jumps. My friends who have been playing this game since their Nintendo Famicom era could even tell me what obstacle is next and which boss is coming. Through all this, I realized we are not playing the games from the same level. I was like learning French for the first time, figuring out that nouns have gender, male, female, masculine, feminine, and like learning Mandarin and figuring out the yin yang shangqu. Whereas my friends are already writing research paper at university level. I tried searching through the internet and realized this is a totally unaddressed problem. If learning to game is like learning a new language, shouldn't there be more guides on how to begin the journey? There are plenty of courses teaching you the basic of Thai language, but there are so few teaching you the basic mechanisms of gaming world. In addition, a lot of experienced gamers have already forgotten what it's like to learn from scratch. Gaming is already like second nature to them. They will scan the camera around while walking, check their location on the map, and use the compass on top of the screen to position the direction without even realizing they're doing that. Just like a seasoned driver will always be checking their blind spot and be wary of the cars surrounding them all the time. It's not their fault, but they find it really hard to explain the individual small steps I have to take each time to clear an obstacle. Seeing me play is always a funny experience for them. I have to muster up courage to take each jump, and the time I take to complete one jump, they probably have already done 50 and moved so far ahead I can't see them. One interesting thing I learned through this journey is if they guide me too much and tell me what to do each step of the way, they deprive me of my learning experience and I miss out on figuring things out on my own. Then I will have to keep going back to them throughout the game and be too reliant on their help. However, if they just leave me alone and watch silently, I might keep doing the wrong things thinking that's the way to clear the obstacle, only to realize that's not the way forward. This has resulted in me sometimes arriving at the wrong conclusion of the game mechanics, or giving up on the game too early because I found it too frustrating. Rest assured, as much as this isn't something easy for me, I think it might be harder on them. So to my friends, I thank you for your patience, and I selfishly ask for you all to continue to game with me. I can't promise I'll carry the game. I really don't think it's possible in any time in the near future. But I promise lots of laughter at my expense. And to my fellow brand new gamers, I promise you, it gets better. It just takes a bit of change in perspective. In life, we can only die once, so we avoid death at all costs. In games, we can jump in front of the car, get hurt, and get on with life immediately. We can jump off a building, die, and float back alive. So we can be less risk-averse and take on bigger adventures. Things that we never dare to dream in real life, we can try it all in games. Want to drive a fancy sports car but do not have a driving license? Not a problem, just live that life in Forza Horizon 5. Want to live in a big-ass mansion but do not want to work? Totally doable, just key in the cheat code Motherload in Sims 4. Do you have OCD and want to keep cleaning, but you clean so much that your hand hurts? Play Power Wash Simulator. You can enjoy the fun in power washing from small items like bikes to huge buildings like underground train stations. I can live vicariously through games. Or maybe I can finally live, truly living life. Living dreams I didn't even realize I had. If any of you have any questions or experience to share, do drop a comment. I would very much like to hear from fellow new gamers.